Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about Scrum of Scrum. So let's understand what is it that we are going to cover today in our session. So we'll understand what, why, where, when, who and how of our Scrum of Scrum event. Okay, so what is Scrum of Scrum? Okay, before we come to the when part, let's understand what exactly it is. Okay, so we have Scrum of Scrum events for a program which is being run across multiple teams. Okay, so you've got any program or a project for which if there are multiple teams who are working, there would be a lot of coordination and collaboration which needs to be taken care of. Also, there may be a dependency. Maybe a team A is dependent on team B for certain approvals or for a certain piece of a code. So this meetings, which is Scrum of Scrum, gives you an opportunity to collaborate between these 3-4 teams. Okay, so what exactly we discuss in this meeting, we'll talk about what progress as a team or as a program we made from our last connect, what are our current challenges, and what is the impact of that challenge which we are facing. Is it just related to that particular team, or it might have a cascading effect on the multiple teams? So through this meeting or through this connect, we get to know about those impact, and so that we can plan. And idea is to see if those challenges could be resolved in this SOS. Yeah, now the question may come, who facilitates this meeting? So there is no fixed rule. In fact, any Scrum Master who of those 3-5 teams can facilitate this in a rotational manner, or you can have any other person facilitating this event. Again, everything is decided by the teams or by the rep who are present in this meeting. Okay, yeah, so as I mentioned, the idea is to ensure even the teams which are working for a common goal, common initiative or program, even they are self-organizing. There is a cross-functional discussion which is happening, and the discussion which we are having in Scrum of Scrum has to be productive. Okay, now let's understand why do we need Scrum of Scrum. So this helps to eliminate the dependency and overlap between the Scrum teams. Okay, uh, create alignment across the team and their stakeholders. Maybe due to some priority changes or business requirement, you might have to shift your focus from what you had to work on a current sprint. Okay, so it's to get buy-in from all the other stakeholders who are present. For example, a team needs to do a major upgrade, and that upgrade might impact the other teams as well, right? So in that meeting we discuss, we try to understand, okay, what would be the impact, what we can do as a group to minimize that impact. We talk about, okay, if there is an automation in place already which maybe the team who is doing the upgrade is not aware of, so maybe the other person or other representative in the group can tell that team that, okay, yes, go ahead with your upgrade, and since we have the automation in place, maybe the verification part could be reduced, or we can do the verification part on weekends. We'll just, what do you do once you have done the upgrade on Friday, for example? So what we'll do, we'll schedule a regression run to be on Saturday and Sunday, and then on Monday, as a whole group, whole 3-5 teams, we can divide the analysis. So this meeting gives you that chance to collaborate, and see how you all can work towards a common goal and help each other out. Remove impediments escalated by the team. Yes, if there are certain challenges which teams have called out, could be mock not being present, or you had a dependency on certain team for certain approval and they are not getting approval despite multiple follow-ups. So in this meeting we can discuss about those things. Yeah, yes, so you have to collaborate to maximize the delivered value. The example which I gave, maybe you had to do a major upgrade and you cannot, because of compliance, that upgrade has to take place, right? So if single teams work on the analysis and verification, it might consume 1 or 2 weeks, right? It might consume your complete sprint work. Okay, so instead of doing that, check if dividing the work helps, check if there is automation in place, check if certain things can be supported for weekends. Okay, yeah. And yes, why you are able to resolve the issues on spot? Because in this call you have people with who have authority, who are the decision makers. Okay, now the question may arise, where you have to have this scrum. So if we were going to office, so yeah, face to face, best way. But with work from home, you can collaborate over Zoom, MS Team, etc. And it's good to have it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But again, it's not ideal, it's not mandatory. The team decides. Even frequency, either you want to have a bi-weekly connect or a monthly connect or a weekly connect. So all these is decided by the team. Who all participate in Scrum. So you can have any person who is able to communicate the problem which team is facing. It's not mandatory that only Scrum Master has to join this. Even a product owner can join this call, or engineering manager, or any representative from the team who is able to let other people know what the team is currently working on, what are their current challenges, any help they need, or any impact they are any impact they are having in their team because of the work which is done by other team. Okay, so as yeah, so that's what I said. You can have your chief product owner, architect, you can have representative from site reliability, production support, or a representative from QE. Okay, and Scrum Master can also be present, but again, it's optional. When you can have this, again, what team prefers. But if I have to say, you all can connect after your daily stand up. Like once the daily stand up is done for, say, Tuesday and Thursday, you can connect after that. You can connect every alternate days if you're running a really complex program and it requires a lot of coordination and collaboration. And duration, again, it could vary from 15 to 16 minutes, again depending upon the team size, depending upon the complexity of the program which is on which these Scrum teams are working. Okay, and yes, once you decide on the duration, um, the recommended practices, you don't make frequent changes to it. Probably try for a 1 quarter and then have a retro and come up with some other effective format with Scrum. Yeah. So how do you do a Scrum? So the facilitator, just for a reminder, can let the team know that what is the agenda of this meeting. So it's all about it's not just about talking about the impediments, blocker, challenges. You can also celebrate your wins as a team, right? So you can always talk about, okay, what team has done from last we met. Maybe there was some action item on that particular team. Okay, so now in this in Scrum, you can tell other Scrum teams about where we are on that action item. Okay, what will your team do before we meet again? Same thing, if there was any action item on you, so you can always say that, okay, in next Scrum, when we'll meet, I'll have update on so and so. But if there is some urgent update which needs to be sent out, so you can use other mediums like Slack, email, etc. Okay, talk about anything which is slowing your team down or it's getting in their way of their product goal or a sprint goal. Okay, and are you about to put something in another team's way? Again, let's take the same example of regression analysis. So the upgrade which is being done, it's for like organization level change, right? So you can divide the effort for the analysis, for the upgrade, etc. Yeah, and avoid having this meeting as a stand-up meeting. It's not a stand-up meeting, rather it's a meeting to collaborate, coordinate, talk about your problems, talk about your wins, common practices which you guys are following, and it might help other teams. Okay, Yes, you have to send right people to SOS, people, irrespective of technical or non-technical knowledge, someone who is able to communicate what team is currently facing. Okay. And as it is recommended for all the meetings which take place, it's good to share MOM or kind of update or calling out the action item and the owner of that action item after the Scrum of Scrums meeting. Now, what is Scrum of Scrums? So this I leave it to you all to answer in the comment and let us know what exactly you mean by Scrum of Scrum, and tell us if you in your organization you are having this Scrum of Scrums, and what is that, what, when, where of Scrum of Scrums. You are following any best practices, how it is helping you to collaborate, coordinate more. Now, we want to ensure that the meetings, because you are having a rep from multiple teams coming together and discussing, so you have to make sure that the meeting is as effective as possible. We are able to focus on the important things and reduce the noise which gets caused in this meeting and not deviate from the agenda. So it's good to have retros for Scrum of Scrum and understand from the stakeholder if the current format is effective, they need any change, etc. Okay. And anything else which should be discussed in SOS, right? So you can talk about all those things with retro, and then in the next quarter update. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be having a live demo for Scrum of Scrum, and these are our representatives. Uh, like I'll be acting as a facilitator, also a Scrum Master for one of the team. Then we'll have Manoj, who is our representative from QA, Deepika from a Scrum Master from one of the teams of that program. Shashank would be our engineering manager. Sindhu would be again a Scrum team. Amit would be our director of engineering. So you can see that in this meeting, you just don't have Scrum teams. You have people who have authority for decision making. So anything which needs, usually if we didn't had this meeting, so any approval, any changes you had to do, there would be a lot of to and fro's through mail, through Slack, through connects, right? But in this meeting, since your people with authority are present, you'll be able to resolve your problem quickly. So you'll be seeing that in our demo. Yeah. So yes, again, we'll have Neha and Ritesh, they'll be representing these Scrum teams, and Kirti, she'll be our chief product manager. Okay. Yeah, so as always, your one thumbs up is a good motivator for us. So continue supporting our channel, and also let us know in the comment section answer to our question, which is what is Scrum of Scrums. Okay.
Thanks, Jyoti, for wonderful presentation. Thanks a lot. So friends, now we are going to see the actual SOS demo, and these are our team members. Few of the faces are already familiar. So Jyoti, over to you, and yeah, let's begin.
Yeah, thank you, Sunan. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live demo for SOS. My name is Jyoti, and today I'll be facilitating this session. Apart from being a facilitator for the session, I'm also representing one of this Scrum team, which is Digital Mobile App. With me here, we have got Scrum Masters, Product Owners, Engineering Managers. So we can quickly go over and introduce ourselves. Probably we can start in alphabetical order. So Amit, you can go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Sure. Hi, this is Amit Sachdeva. So I am the director for modernization software engineering. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Deepika?
Hi all, this is Deepika here. I am technical lead representing automation team and also data modeling team. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepika. Neha?
Hello everyone, this is Neha here. I'm technical lead for digital mobile app team. Thank you.
Manoj.
Hello everyone, good morning, good evening. I'm Manoj. I'm working with the Titan team as a queue manager. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Yeah, so we have with us Chief Product Manager, Kirti.
Hi everyone, this is Kirti here, and I'm the Chief Product Manager for this entire engine. Thank you.
Prasad.
Hey, hi everyone. This is Prasad. I'm representing Team Harris here and technical lead for my team. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad. Shashank.
Hey, hi all. As you all know, I'm the engineering manager here and I'm representing Team Phoenix. Thank you.
Sindhuja.
Hey, hi all. So this is Sindhuja. I am a Scrum Master for Statesman. Thank you.
Ritesh.
Hello everyone, Ritesh this side. I'm a Scrum Master and would be representing Asna team. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you everyone. So I'll quickly share our board and let's get started with the session. So we'll start with first the items which are in progress. Okay, so I see digital mobile app team needs transaction API from team X for the next sprint.
Yes, Jyoti. So basically, we need an API for our upcoming sprint, and the API we need from modernization team. So Amit, are we on track for this API?
No, unfortunately, we are off track at the
Okay.
moment, and I am not sure if we would be able to give you this API within this sprint. The challenge here is we have bandwidth issues. One of our team member has to step out on a medical emergency. I think Jyoti, if you can move to SOS 4, there's
So-
also a linked issue. So
we are at a high risk for this.
yes, I understand
Yeah.
that. So for that one, there are SOS 3 there. So there are 55 test cases which are pending and blocked, because of which
Okay.
this API testing is not complete, and hence I'm not able to pass it out to Neha's team. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
my challenge.
basically, what is the issue with this SOS 3?
So development is almost done. No issues on the development part. It's on the testing part. To expedite that, I need some help on the testing side. So I would have to request Manoj if they can help me to expedite that.
Yeah, sure. Amit, I think we have a few QA team members with Deepika team. They can help you. Deepika, I hope they are available, right?
Yes, for this week they are available, Manoj. So I can inform them to assist Neha and Amit on that.
Great. I believe Neha, with that help, we should be able to provide that API to you in time.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
will be
Manoj.
really helpful if Deepika, you can help us.
Yeah, sure, Neha.
Thank you,
I'll take
guys.
her on that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so deployment team facing Jenkins job failure issue, which will be impacting the QA team to start production validation testing in QA2 and staging environment. Yeah, so Manoj, if you're speaking, you are on mute.
Yeah. So actually, what happened, the deployment we are expecting to be complete for the production environment QA2 and stage, right? So we just got to know there are some Jenkins job license got expired. So that is why the our deployment team was facing problem for completing the deployment due to Jenkins job issue. We are working with the vendors, and we are expecting it should be complete sooner. Yeah, I know there are some challenges for the QA2 and stage testing, but we will update you.
Manoj,
Sorry, Neha. I was about to ask same thing. So do we have any tentative timeline, Manoj, by when we can expect this to be resolved?
Yeah, as per my last communication with the vendor, we are expecting it should be complete by today. So all the communication has been completed. So the ETA we are expecting by today, EOD.
So Neha, do you have any questions for Manoj?
No, Jyoti, the same thing I was supposed to ask, but yeah, thank you so much, Manoj and Jyoti.
I think maybe you can share the incident number, Manoj, so that we can update in the
actually, that particular team, right, they will not connect with you unless until it is only for QA member having that access. So yeah, I can share with you, but there is no use for you.
Yeah, Manoj. So Prasad here from Aries team. So we have critical delivery to make in this weekend. If you know if the ATS are not made, please let us know so that we can.
Sure, Aries. Yeah, sure, Prasad. I will update you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Manoj, just a suggestion for everyone. Could you please send out notification when it's starting, when it's in progress, when it's done, something like that?
Okay, all right. Actually, at this moment, it is in progress, and as I mentioned, like it will complete by EOD. But still, I appreciate your expectation. I will update you.
Thank you. That would be great.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Okay, so let's move to the to-do items. Yeah, guys, so we have a time box of 45 minutes. So whatever we are able to cover up in this 45 minutes, we'll take it. Rest we can cover in our next SOS, which happens on Thursday. So we are having SOS just to let everybody know twice in a week. So it's Tuesday and Thursday. So whatever we are not able to take it today, we'll have it on Thursday, but feel free to call out anything which is impacting and needs immediate attention. Okay. Yep. So I see something for automation team. Okay, so automation team will deploy build package in production server. Implementation plan is attached and change management has approved, but squad team approval is delaying in spite of reminders. So yeah, what do we
Yes, Jyoti. So I need someone's assistance here to get approval from squad team, because we have committed to the client that as a part of milestone, we'll be delivering this particular task. And also, if we are missing this, the impact would be like we have to, like the change request might be rejected, or and else we have to raise a new change request also. And maybe we have to move this task to the next sprint as a spillover. So this is the impact, and maybe anyone here can assist here. Manoj, can you please coordinate with the squad team, or?
Yeah, sure, Deepika. Actually, as we discussed right earlier today morning, I am coordinating with the team and expecting it should be done as soon as possible. I'll update you. I'll connect with you.
Yeah, because we have sent a couple of reminders also, and we want this to be done as early as possible.
Sure.
Before we implement 24 hours buffer time is there, so that by then it should be approved.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks to Manoj.
Deepika, I just have one request. In case it's not solved, can we call out later in the day as well? Because the production dates cannot be changed since the commitments are already made to the stakeholders and merchants are waiting on it. So your help would be highly appreciated.
Yeah, definitely, Kriti, I will do that.
Thank
I will
you.
just raise this concern out again.
Okay. Yeah, guys, so as you can see, we knew that there is going to be a GraphQL update last weekend. It did happen, but the impact of that upgrade is now it is impacting our work. So whatever changes which we had done with the older version, it is conflicting with the newer version, and we are not able to proceed forward. It's impacting our development and testing work both. So just wanted to let Amit know that can we take care of such upgrades in future, that whenever such upgrades are taken care of, we do thorough analysis before we proceed with the upgrade. And we can do a thorough testing.
Yeah, I understand, and it's a very critical issue, and I'll take it up with the required teams. Do put that action item on me so that I can convey that to the forums. And
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there is a high impact on digital mobile app also. Like the application itself is getting crashed due to this upgrade.
Oh, I was not aware about that. Could you send me a note on that and let's connect and see what's the issue you're facing? I was
Yeah, I
not aware.
have sent one email as well, but I will send it again.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you. And thank you, Jyoti, for bringing that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Amit. Thanks, Jyoti.
So Kirti, just would like to let you know that this is impacting our major stories, and you might see a delay in the commitment. Okay, so we'll let you know by end of the day exact stories where we are seeing this impact and what would be the new dates for those commitment which we had given earlier.
Yes, thanks a lot, Jyoti. So I hope we are catering the priority one epic still. But if there's any prioritization needed, please do let me know. We will work on it. Yes, thanks.
Jyoti, this was the one that we discussed earlier. This is linked to the one that Neha brought it up, which is already in progress.
Okay, so can this be moved to in progress, Amit?
Yes, yes, we can do that. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So as data modeling team wants to set up infrastructure on newly provisioned server, DM team is not clear on the process and looking for help on SS and need clarity on requirement from the production team. Okay.
Yes, Jyoti. Regarding this, we have actually approached Shashank team for help, and I think there is no acknowledgement yet, and we are waiting for the response. And it would be much appreciated if Shashank team provides one KT or like one call to make the team understand regarding the process gap and let them give clarity on how to proceed for the team. And we also require access to be tested by the team's user IDs. So Shashank, request your support here.
Oh, sure, Deepika. So actually, I was not aware of this. So thanks for bringing this up here. Could you please loop me in that email chain where you have sent it out? You have sent it to whom? Is it Harish?
Yeah, it is sent to group ID, and you are also part of it.
Okay, sure. Let me take a look at it, Deepika, and I'll let us set up something next week early so that we can have a knowledge transfer session there, and we can get this rolling.
Yeah, definitely, Shashank, because we have to deliver hand over all these servers, newly provisioned servers to the BOA team for their operational task. So please let it be as early as possible.
Sure, totally understand. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, Shashank.
So Deepika, when we were planning for the stories related to data modeling, did we consider these things while planning, or it's something which came on the fly for you?
It was planned only for the 3 environments, but there is a quite a requirement change in the between. So that scope change needs to be analyzed again. We have to revisit that plan, Jyoti.
Okay. So Amit, do we see something around a checklist to be created for similar things in the future?
Oh, no. There's already a checklist in Ritesh's team. Ritesh, you guys have a checklist, right? It was updated recently. I got a copy of that. Could you cascade that to this whole forum so they can reuse and start getting used to it?
Yeah, sure. I'll place that on a SharePoint.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Jyoti, do put this action item on Ritesh. I'm sure that would be very helpful. Thanks, Ritesh.
Okay, guys. Moving over to the next item.
And you can add an action item for me as well, Jyoti, in that where we'll be setting up a KT session early next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is a kind of information for you all. There is an AWS outage which has happened in US East region. So if your team is actively working on this region, they'll be seeing some error. So it is recommended that you let your stakeholders and your POs know about this impact. This was something which we didn't plan for because it's from the AWS. So the team is working with the AWS team. I'll keep you guys updated with the progress. But this is impacting my team, digital mobile app team, because we do our development actively on US East region. So it's impacting the production as well as staging environment.
Thank you, Jyoti, for bringing our notice. I have a quick question on here, right? So when we say like outage, is this will impact our development environment as well? We'll not be able to access anything?
Yeah, Manoj. So that's a very good question. So with this outage, what would happen is you won't be able to deploy stuff and test, but you can continue writing your code. So that part you can do, but yeah, whatever you've written, you won't be able to test it.
So it will impact our unit testing as well, right?
Yes.
Dev team will not be able to do unit testing. Only they can write the code. But even though while deploying that code for unit testing, it will not work for them. And at the same time, do you think like our QA team also face problem to do the normal testing in QA? I hope yes.
Yes, Manoj, right. So any work which is happening around US East, right, whether it's development testing, any upgrade you had planned for this particular region, it would be impacted by this outage. In fact, it is impacting our deliverables as well. So we are seeing a hit in the deliverables.
Okay, thanks, Jyoti, for bringing. Could you please send this to our QA DL so that all my team members will aware of this?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
just look me. Yeah, thank you.
So, Jyoti, can't we? Yeah, Deepika,
sorry.
you can.
Yeah, like any downtime for this, or by when we can resume our tasks and all, like any notification on
Deepika,
that?
so that's not under our control because it's from the AWS side. But I'll keep you guys updated on the progress made. So it's been 2 days since we are facing this outage, and team is actively working with the AWS team. We haven't received any expected ETA from them. So we'll let you guys know if there is any further delay or we are able to get this done.
Okay, thanks, Jyoti.
So, Jyoti, one more question. Like, we cannot do this on weekends as it's impacting whole program, you can say.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. So the only clause here is if this gets resolved within this next 2 days, then yeah, I can check with the team that yes, we usually don't recommend them to work on weekends, but something which is unforeseen which has happened. So if they can come together as a team and get this done in the weekend.
Yeah, it will be really helpful. Like if we can take such kind of things during our weekends. Okay, thanks, Jyoti.
Okay, where were we? Sorry, guys, I just lost.
No, it's SOS 7, I think.
7, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mocks not received from UI and UX team. So guys, we are not able to give the commitment for our roadmap pick because we are seeing a lot of to and fro between development and UX team, and there is a time zone difference which is making it more worse. So Sindhuja wanted to check if we can do something about this.
Yeah, Jyoti, yeah, we are just aware of this. Yes, I know. I do know that to and fro communication because of this time zone issues, we are also lagging on this item. We have planned this item. We are about to pick this item in the upcoming week, so that probably we hope we can work with you guys and we can make it done in our next meeting. Hope so. So we can work on it, Jyoti.
Okay, so Sindhuja, should I set up some connect between you and the team?
Yeah, sure, Jyoti, sure. Definitely, we can set a call and then we can discuss some. We are also looking for some kind of inputs from you guys so that we can pick it up and work it, make some progresses towards it. Okay. Thank
Sindhuja,
you,
I
Jyoti.
hope the PO is involved in all these discussions and you are getting the adequate inputs.
Yes, he's involved and we are working with him since he is new. We are facing some kind of scaling up issues and all. So let's be discuss on this.
Sure, thanks.
Thank you.
Amit, any plan to start UX team from India side? Last we heard that we were doing some hiring there.
It's still in progress. We have rolled out a few offers. We'll know more in 60 to 70 days because everyone has 90 days notice period. So let's see. I'll keep you guys informed. Primarily Sindhuja, of course.
Thank you, Amit. It helps me a lot.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, guys. So as you all know, we've got a ownership of a legacy product, right? So earlier it was owned by Phoenix team but due to some restructuring, now that component is owned by my team. Due to this new ownership, we are unable to maintain the SLA because for every issue we need to coordinate with the Phoenix team. And the Phoenix team, and they are also working on their commitment. So at times it gets a little difficult to get the help on time. Though we really appreciate all the help which we are getting from the Shashank's team. So I wanted to propose a couple of solutions here. First is, meanwhile, my team gets completely onboarded and gets comfortable with this component. Can Shashank's team own this part for us? Okay, and or we can divide our work, like, okay, some portion Phoenix team can take care of and some we can take care of. There is a good balance of the priority bugs. So probably the P1 P2s, they have low, I mean their SLA or turnaround time is very less, right? We need to get them resolved in 1 or 2 days. And then there are P3 P4 bugs which can wait for 3-5 days. So Shashank, are you open for these two options?
So I was just trying to understand, we need more information here. So as to what is the volume of the production bugs that we have here in the legacy application, Jyoti?
Yeah, Shashank. So right now we've got 20 bugs, and in those 20, there are like 5 P1 bugs. We see a lot of client tickets associated with those bugs, and for some, the SLA has already breached. So client is following up with the application support team already, and they are in turn following up with us. But the team is actively working, right? But this is a legacy product, so a lot of things needs to be done before we send the fixes. We have to be sure about the impact analysis, and for that, as I told you, we have to work closely with the Phoenix team.
Yeah. So as you know, there were a couple of there are a couple of resignations which took place, and there's some attrition that we are having in our team as well. So we are hardly left with 4 or 5 engineers in our team. So they are also having their own priorities. But let's see if we can. I think we can catch up. I think we need to discuss on this, how, because we need to also have a word with our PO, because she has already given commitment to our stakeholders that August 30 August, by end of August is what we are planning to deploy, right? So so I think we need to discuss more on this.
Shashank,
Yeah.
Jyoti, if I can interrupt you guys, I think I might be able to help here, primarily on the SLA side. So Jyoti, you can let me know with whom you're coordinating, and I can loop in the other stakeholders here. And the SLA part, we can proactively reach out to them and give them a justification with the mitigation that we are following to stabilize the production at the moment, because that is, of course, the priority, like you mentioned. To Shashank's point, I understand his side as well. Like he is already facing bandwidth issues. Like you mentioned, resignations, and a few members are giving hard time. So maybe we can do what we can do is a few members from Jyoti's side, and maybe one member from Shashank and another member on a temporary basis who can provide KT or some kind of direction and pointers. With that, I think the resolution of the bugs, or at least the prioritization, can be in such a way that we should be able to handle this. So let's work it out. I know both of us are going to make it happen, but let's try to go for a win-win situation where we provide value to the customer and handle this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you, Amit.
Sure. Okay.
And one more thing, Jyoti, there are 2 resources. Freshers onboarding is ongoing, right? So once onboarding process will complete from client end, I hope they also can help you, though they are QA team member from my team. But as Amit mentioned, right, you can arrange Kitty for them so that we can utilize their bandwidth.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan, Manoj. Thank you so much for letting us know. Yeah.
Great, Manoj. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so let me put this in progress.
I think you can add the comments there, Jyoti, so that we don't miss it.
Okay.
So I think Amit would have a word with the stakeholders on the SLA, and yeah.
Jyoti, one more request, and Shashank, are there which features are getting impacted with this ad hoc work? If you all can apprise me with that, that would also be great. So we can take the calls in case required, and this plan needs any changes.
Sure, Katie. I think we'll have to do a reprioritization again. We'll have a word with my PO, and I'll check with my team who will be working on this, and we'll get back to you with that.
Sure. Thanks.
Thanks, Katie.
Yeah. Thank you. Dependency on resolving the bugs with Eris team for integrating service changes, which is blocking 5 user stories, and achieving the sprint goal for current sprint is at risk. Okay.
Yeah, this falls under me. So basically, we are having a dependency on Eris team for one of our bugs. So everybody is aware that that this is the last week of the sprint, and with this dependent bug, we might end up filling up a few stories to next sprint. So there is a high risk at that. So Eris team, can you please advise if you guys can help us here?
Yeah, Ritesh actually gathered this just yesterday, and for us also, we are working on some critical deliverables to make under our commercial operation initiative, and it has dependency on other teams as well. For now, I don't see any bandwidth in our team, and unfortunately, I don't see the priority for this now from our side.
Can PO advise on this? Because if we don't fix this up anytime soon, then this would definitely spill over our stories.
Okay, thank you, Ritesh, for bringing it up. And I do understand that there's going to be a spill, but we have a bigger picture to cover actually. And the epic on which Eris team is working on is of topmost priority. It's a commitment and it's for a new merchant which we are enrolling, so we cannot just let it go. So for these issues, what we have currently, we will discuss about this, how we can fix it, and what are the timelines for it. But that team needs to concentrate on the feature. So priority wise, that goes first, and then this can cover. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll wait for your feedback, and then based on that, I can update our stakeholders for them.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So Prasad, hope this answers your question.
Yeah, Jyoti. Sure. It's a relief for team now. They can concentrate on deliverables.
Yeah, so we have node prioritization. Dependency appropriately is blocking the development of impairment as a result of missing the unified code. Yes, Sindhuja, can you help us?
Yes, Jyoti. Yeah, I have created this. So since product owner is new to our team, and also the prioritization of the dependency items and the general items is not so clear, and team is looking for some more clarifications on their requirements. So this is blocking our progress on future impairment. So to be precise, we need more clarity or clear pictures on the dependencies items on the prioritizations. And as a Scrum Master, I'm continuously coaching the product owner on the prioritization techniques and all. And I am looking forward Kirti's help towards it as well. Kirti, when time permits for you or whenever you get a chance, please align with the PO on the prioritizations and all and the dependencies. As a team, we are looking for your inputs as well for short time.
Okay, thank you, Sindhuja, for bringing this up. Actually, the PO who has just recently joined, it's just been a month. So they are also under the training sessions and everything. So to resolve this issue temporarily and to have a better coaching for that person, let's involve Reshmi, who is our experienced product owner. So she'll be helping out with the prioritization and the story refinements and everything for the timing along with the PO, so that they also, the PO Ajay who has recently joined, so they can work along together and the team space is not impacted due to this. Does that
Thank
help?
you so much. Yeah, definitely. I hope Reshmi can support us from tomorrow onwards, isn't it?
Yes, sure. But not
Then,
for the entire duration, but maybe we can, slot it out like 1 or 2 hours because she is also involved in so many other epics. So yeah, maybe 1 or 2 hours in a day, we can just have that work. I'll discuss it
I
out with
understand.
her. Yes.
Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
Kirti. It will help. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for bringing it up.
Guys, let me just quickly go through the board just to see if I've covered everybody's pointer here. I think we covered this. Yeah. Any other update team would like to call out here before we go over to the action items which needs to be taken care of? Any resource changes, any org level assign announcement, any upcoming upgrades, guys?
No, Jyoti, from my
I think,
Jyoti,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
okay,
Yeah, Jyoti,
sorry,
I'm
please
so
go ahead.
sorry. Thank you. So, Jyoti, from my end, to work on the item UX or UI, as you said already, it's a time zone issue is there. So, we are looking some separate help on that for the recruitment areas. So, Amarth and the remaining person, if helps, that would really help us to scale up our progress.
Sindhuja?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, Sindhuja. Okay. So, Amit, who is the person who is taking care of the recruitment drive and all from the tech team?
No, I don't have the name handy. I have the DL with me. Just let me know. Just send me a note and I'll connect you guys.
Sure, Amit.
Sure.
I will be in touch with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Amit.
Any wins, any success you guys would like to share?
I would
Any,
just like to bring to everybody's attention that the last deployment which we did for the feature of adding a new mop was very, very successful, and the stakeholders really appreciated the work team has done. So kudos to the entire team. Great work on that front. Please communicate to your team members as well, since we have limited participation in this forum. I'll be sending out an email soon, but just a big round of applause for all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Kriti, for
Thank
that.
you.
Thanks, Kirti.
One thing I wanted to tell here is we have quarterly connect next week planned. So any nominations for any recognitions and rewards, please do send that details so I can update that in the portal.
Sure, I think that's definitely needed now as a motivation for people who are looking out. So I think it's time for us to give them, remind them back as to what they mean to us, right? So yeah.
Yeah, please do share those nominations, Shashank, from your team as well.
Sure.
Thank you.
okay, guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you all the team member over here, right? Successfully, we have completed the regression one testing for cycle one, right? It is for July release. So yeah, it gone very good, and we didn't found any open defects. So good work, team. Keep it up. Thank you.
Okay, guys. One update from my end. So next week we might not have this SOS meeting because of the town hall. Okay. So feel free to share your updates on our common Slack group if there is anything which needs urgent and immediate attention.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Have a good
thanks, Jyoti, for your update.
Okay. So before we wrap up, just calling out some of the action items which we have, right? So first, we need to, so me, Shashank, need to coordinate with Amit with respect to the legacy Phoenix work. Okay, how do we want to go ahead? Yeah. Then Manoj to update the team about the progress on the Jenkins upgrade. So as mentioned, Manoj, please let the group know when you're starting that activity and when it's in done. Okay. And and I need to work with Sindhuja for the UI and UX issues with respect to the mob availability. So these are the couple of action items which we need to work on. Plus, I've just added some more action items in the Jira. So you can look at those action items where I have tagged you and respond to those Jira once things are done from your end.
Sure. Thank you, Jyoti, for summing it up.
Sure, Jyoti.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jyoti.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
Thanks,
you.
team.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Namaste.
day.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you
Great
all.
day.
Have a great day
Bye.
ahead. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.